Okay, Islam. My Moorish American nation, Islam, and Sheikh Dwayne Bay, Islam. I'm at Extended Stay America. I'm running Arrington-Bey. Islam, Imani.
Islam.
Say your name.
Imani Sabro Great Bay.
Okay. Islam. We are Moorish Americans. We claimed our nationality and have corrected our status. That means we alert the government agencies of our change of status, corrected our birth certificate with our ancestral name of Bay, our Maryland state ID, and our social security card. And we affirm to uphold the U.S.A. Constitution of 1787. The 13th Amendment, that includes the 13th Amendment with 20 sections, which states that all men are forever free. And all four of Abraham. Section 19 of the 13th Amendment with 20 sections. It was ratified November 18th, 1865. I apologize. This is a long day. I just got off work. Money, what time is it over there?
About 6:17.
6:17?
No, about 6:11.
6:11. Okay. And we're still at the same place, Extended Stay America. We have what you see here is a rose quartz crystal with amethyst. Okay, and we still I have quite a few crystals. I'll go through them real quick. Okay, because crystals, there's different types of healing. Imani and I, we haven't had to go to the hospital since 2010 for any injury, except for we went to New York and the Monica test to get ibuprofen for our feet, but we haven't had to go to the hospital for medical conditions. I think I had to take him back and forth for checkups when I was in Georgia when he was younger, and this was like 2010. But if that, and then I haven't been to the hospital. So we have been on a holistic healing journey for a while. What you see here is quartz crystals. That's kyanite. Okay, that's rose quartz crystal. That's amethyst. These crystals help in aid in healing. This is my organic fruit smoothie. That's kyanite crystal, my singing bowls, our singing bowls, and that's amazonite. Okay. We also are members. I'm a member, but he's I'm gonna hopefully only pay for one. Member of More Herbs. More Herbs specialize in holistic healing, I would like to say as well, in reference to herbs, herbal healing. Okay, so I've been using More Herbs in different forms of holistic healing for a long time, right, Imani? Islam, and it works. It's not for everybody, but it has kept me from having to go to the hospital, even though I know I experience forced sharp pains that are coming from unnatural, unclean spirits in Annapolis. And the first time I ever experienced forced sharp pains was when I first came to Annapolis. I'm not accusing Burger King. It was in 2016, a few months after I started working at Burger King. This pale-skinned lady with the Navy emblem. She used to on her actually she had the license plate Navy 1 on her license plate. She used to have these two United States American flags like this one, but it definitely didn't have 48 stars. This one has 48 stars. It looked like it had maybe 50 or 50, I'm not sure, but she had two of them on the side of her car, and she would come in and sit at the table where a lot of the other black males and very few black females, but predominantly black males that implied to be connected to the Navy and the Army would sit, or the military. And a few months after working there, I was taking her order, and I felt a forced sharp pain in one of my temples. I can't remember which one, but I documented it as I was taking her order, and simultaneously she said, paid y'all, or she paid. Our document, it's been a very long time, but this was so we came to Annapolis the last week of May of 2016, and this happened a few months after I was working at Burger King. And she, once again, she implied she was in the Navy or connected to the Navy somehow, because her license plate said NAVY1, and then she had the United States flag on both sides. So what you see here are Shignite. That's a Shignite spear. That's Melachite. These are moonstones. Okay, that's Tiger Eye Wand. Okay, Imani, while I'm saying, do you know anyone personally here in Annapolis, Maryland?
No.
Have you implied that you wanted to date or get to know anyone personally here as a Moorish American, naturalized Moorish American celestial being? Neither have I. Never. So I was surprised with the United States military, Navy, and Army being so prevalent, and other possibly forces that I had to call the cops as many times as I could because of aggression from the citizens here. Because the Naval Academy, according to word of mouth, is only 2 miles in driving distance or less from Burger King. So I didn't even know until years and years, maybe I can't remember when I documented. I think it was 2019 or late 2018. Someone told me, a black regular male that comes when he would have the naval emblem on it, on his shirt. And I just asked, I was like, because I never, even with the black male sitting there for hours at a time implying to be connected to the military, I thought, yes, it must, that was common sense, but it's like, as a Moorish American, we affirm to uphold constitutional laws of freedom. So I assume they supposed to be protectorates to do the exact same thing. Okay, so these are amethyst, and we still hear, I definitely hear feedback in the room at Extended Stay. I'm not accusing Extended Stay America. Black Negro male and female accents saying brother, he loves you, brother paid. Even an African American female accent saying I paid. She love your son, definitely saying she love your son. Or Spanish accents saying I paid, we paid, or those Moors were paid, he was paid, so forth. So
Can I say something real quick? Can I say something real quick?
Yes.
So, another reason to especially not to date one of these,
Wait.
What?
No.
What?
No. Because we are on, because you experienced something, and you always got to think spiritual money.
No.
Okay, this is all, because everybody's not the same, and I know you just experienced something today. No, let's wait, okay? You just experienced something today. Imani, for the first time, experienced 4 sharp pains. It's so interesting because a black female from Wendy's yesterday came to Burger King. Wendy's is right across the street from Burger King. She came to Burger King and she was trying to talk to me about, today is June the 15th, 2022. So yesterday was June the 14th, 2022. She came to Burger King trying to talk to me about money, and she's an employee at Wendy's. She had on a Wendy's uniform, and I cut her short, but I said I don't like talking to anyone, or especially at my job here, about my son. And I cut her short, and she seemed disappointed. Okay, this was yesterday. And Monty, the person I'm talking about, you knew who I was talking about, right? Because she must have came back and told you she tried to talk to me.
Yeah.
Okay, so I found that interesting. I'm not accusing her of being the accent that's around the room saying she love your son, or talking when Imani, like hearing feedback when Imani tries to take a shower or going to take a shower. He wakes up and go and walk to go to work. So all of a sudden hearing a black Negro female accent, just like the black Negro male accent, like sound like an animal or deranged. I definitely hear them say military, the police. I've heard that before. Seeing a lot of odd behavior from those that imply to be connected to the police, or definitely the police. So in Annapolis, Maryland. and also average citizens. So average citizens. So what? Definitely average citizens. Well dressed, especially African American males and females, well dressed, suit and tie. They're not looking like they're not kept. They look well dressed and behaving very, very odd. Some would say abusive. So anyway, I had to call the cops more than 3 times, too many times, in a place where the United States Navy and Army were supposed to have been naturalized to affirm laws of freedom, where there shouldn't be any sex trafficking. I just posted for the past few days about sex trafficking, money laundering, and then on the connection to artificial intelligence or lab experiments, humanoid robots, just a few days ago, and Imani experienced something today. Okay, once again, the black female, not accusing her, that came to Wendy's, came to Burger King, that works for Wendy's, trying to talk to me about Imani. And once again, Imani, these are, let me finish. This is black obsidian amethyst. This is tiger eye. Okay. This is lapis lazuli. Because once again, we are in natural holistic healing. Moonstones. Okay. One thing wonderful about us being in holistic healing is, we don't smoke cigarettes, we don't drink alcohol. I'm not saying anything wrong with alcohol, but alcohol is acidic. Lapis lazuli, that's citrine, that's malachite. So we do a lot to keep our immune system up. Immune deficiency is the major reason why so many get sick and they have to be rushed to the hospital. And this is malachite, citrine, and that's when I get moonstones, and that's my lapis lazuli. And this is what you see here is crystallized water. And so what I see here in Annapolis is a lot of people. Annapolis have a building where they actually have medical marijuana. Imani and I have to pass it almost every day. We go earn money at our place or leave. You got to pass it. So Annapolis has this place where you can buy medical marijuana. So what I see here, besides the military, but I don't know, I can't say if the people in the military smoke cigarettes or not, or anything like that, or drink heavily, or I'm not saying everyone that smokes cigarettes are unhealthy, but it has been proven that nicotine can cause health deficiencies, right, Imani?
Right.
It has been proven. People, they done studies, cancer, lung, so forth. So I know it's a lot of people in Annapolis many, have issues possibly with cigarette smoke, possibly marijuana, or maybe the medical marijuana, they might use it. That might be holistic, okay? Because it does says medical marijuana, and when you are suffering from cancer or chemotherapy, which could be radiation exuded from artificial intelligence, humanoid robots. In connection to what I posted about sex trafficking, money laundering, illegal organ selling, then that could be the reason why. But definitely a lot of I've seen unhealthy acts a lot in Annapolis, and I'm not saying I'm surprised or not surprised, but once again, the military is here, and anyway, it's just, I guess, wherever you go. So you might explain what happened today. The day at Wendy's, he experienced 4 sharp pains, and once again, just a few days ago, I posted about sex trafficking. You can hear feedback in the room in the video that I did about sex trafficking. And I'm not accusing us in Stay America. But, and I'm not, when you're dealing with sex trafficking, it could be, once again, giving testimony, hearing Spanish-speaking accents in the room, pale skin accents saying, I told Extended Stay, hearing them saying Burger King 33, military, very, very close or around the room. So in that video, you can definitely hear feedback as I'm giving testimony about sex trafficking that's possibly going on in Annapolis, or how it could be done just worldwide and global. You can hear feedback of those many some type of energy, or like I want to say, the best word is feedback, like voice is most, but you all you have to do is put on your headset, listen closely, you can definitely hear it. So so I find it interesting. I just posted this on Twitter a few days ago. Had it on Twitter many times, but it was my last post, and I just kept it up there for a very, very long time compared to other days. When I say very long time, more than 2 and 3 days. So usually when you post on Twitter, that last tweet goes, but this tweet I kept up there. So tell me what happened today, Monty.
So today, without injuring my knee in any way, it's
Injury?
completely fine. I haven't bumped into anything. I haven't fallen down.
You said injuring your knee?
Oh, that's injury.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't bumped into anything. I haven't fallen down. I haven't taken the wrong step or twisted. I haven't done anything. I've been fine. No injury. Anyway, today my knee was in pain for the most part. They wanted to call it a sharp pain, more of a, like when you're, let's say you were injured recently and you're going through the healing process, but you don't want to put too much weight or move the whatever part is healing in a certain way. That's how my knee felt. But again, I haven't done anything to for that to be the case. I've just been normal. So that's what happened today. I ended up leaving early, and I'm sure. Well, I'm not going to say I'm sure. It's possible that these spirits are amongst are probably thinking, "Oh, look what we made him do."
No. You don't assume.
I'm not assuming.
Okay. No. Okay, so that's what you experienced?
Yeah.
Okay. So the reason I'll don't even, I know Imani agree about unclean spirits being able to send forth sharp pain. So he was saying that he has never experienced that before, and he haven't injured his knee since he's been at Wendy's. Imani works more hours than I do. Also, I find it interesting. I'm not accusing this in this day. I didn't get my food stamps this past month, June the 4th. I'm on a vegan vegetarian diet. We're trying to slowly go to raw fruits and vegetables. Once again, this correlates to us being on a herbal diet and transitioning to a herbal diet and herbal healing. So we didn't get I didn't get my food stamps June the 4th. So what I did was I had planned to go the following week, Monday, to get the to reapply and see what was happening, because I haven't I've received mail. I've gotten packages up front at the front desk, and every time I ask, they say, they imply that they've given me everything that I have in reference to mail and packages. So well, I think it was last Thursday. So once again, it's June the 15th, 2022. Last Thursday or Friday, I received 2 mails from the Human Resources that distribute food stamps. And both of them, one was for April of 2022 that I had an appointment, in May. And I think it was, if I remember correct, I don't have it with me. So I missed appointments. It's saying I had an appointment. I didn't get that till last Thursday or Friday. And so the stamps were cut June the 4th, or I didn't get my stamps on June the 4th. So, and I'm assuming that I'm going to get stamps. So what I did was I went up there. I told the lady, I'm not once again accusing Extended Stay, but that's what happened. I told the lady at the Human Resources, and she said, you should be able, this is in Annapolis, Maryland, she said, you should be able to receive your food stamps in about 48 hours. I said, okay. All right. I told her what happened. I said, I just got these. And she was explaining, yeah, everything is back to where it was before. when we send mail. I told her, I said, I just got both mails this past Thursday or Friday. I didn't I've gotten a lot of things, a lot of mail from extended stay, and I just got both of these are 2 letters stating 2 different appointment dates, and I just got them. So, and she was like, you should have your stamps in 48 hours. So once again, Imani, I just tweeted about sex trafficking and money laundering, and how artificial intelligence and the connection to possibly the unnaturalized United States military, Navy, and police in Annapolis could be involved in that, along with average citizens, because and also using illegal immigrants, Islam. So possibly because of all the odd experiences I have experienced. So I find it interesting how Imani haven't injured his knee since he been here in Annapolis, but he felt a pain in his knee so much that he had to. What time did you leave work today, Imani?
Around 11 or so.
Around 11. Okay. Also, Imani hasn't received his amended return yet, refund. He didn't get his federal return yet. He had Wendy's didn't send his second part of his letter of his tax returns until later. So I think it was
because Wendy's got bought out by a different company.
Yeah, because Wendy's got bought out by a different company, right? So he had to amend. He was trying to get everything to put it together anyway, but then he had to amend those taxes. So at first I was like, do you really need those? But when he kept asking for the W-2, they kept saying, kept trying to get in touch with him, couldn't get in touch with the other company. Finally, he got his W-2, but he had already sent the one from the new company that took over Wendy's, through TurboTax. He already did that, so he had to amend. He still has not gotten his federal return yet at all. He got his steak, but this I'm pretty sure with the new W-2, because it was a lot more than I thought it would be, which definitely would have affected his state return. But he has not received his federal return, any of his federal return yet, so he's still waiting on that. So I find, it does say give them 16 weeks. So that this is like 12 weeks now. So you got 1 more month. So once again, I want to keep iterating my Moorish American Nation family. I just tweeted a few days ago about the connection with sex trafficking, money laundering, because if unclean spirits, or unnatural spirits, I should say, laboratory experiments can take money out your account, which I've experienced since I've been in Annapolis. I had to call Bank of America. They definitely can put money in your account. And so when you're dealing with already military, those that imply to be connected to the military, and they behaving odd, abusive, and then average citizens, the police behaving odd, abusive, and you yourself is demonstrating a lawful behavior, you are not a terrorist. Okay, like for example, when I tweet about the abusive or odd behavior I have experienced, all of a sudden I might see those that are wearing Islamic poofis, or driving cabs that look Islamic, or connected to different parts of Africa with poofis that may be practicing an Orthodox Islam. This is after I tweet or post or about odd behavior I experienced with those connected to the military, or implied to be with the military. So if you are demonstrating yourself as a lawful citizen, you are not a terrorist, and we are not. You have affirmed to uphold constitutional laws. You are not violent. You are not a threat to the community, but you have affirmed to uphold constitutional laws of freedom. And you have demonstrated how you are among a community, but you are not the same in reference to religion and culture. But there is a issue with abuse from those that are not in your culture, your nation, and they are acting and behaving in a manner that just doesn't make sense. It's like, so you're asking yourself, why are they behaving this way? So if you're trying to hide what is an illegal or unlawful acts that are going on, you can create situations. It's sort of like when I demonstrate or give testimony about African American, Black, Negro accents around the room, and all of a sudden I see a lot of pale-skinned males walking around me as I walk back and forth to go earn money at Burger King. And so once again, and or one of them might say good morning, the pale-skinned males, too many times, and I look around and I see a Black, Negro, female, or African American, it's all the same according to constitutional law, be staring from a little ways distance, and then sort of get in their car, or a Black male get in their car, and after the pale skin says good morning, male. And so what I was demonstrating when I gave testimony about this before is how a racial crime could be created, and it's not racial. So you're dealing with unclean spirits. It's more with unclean spirits that are trying to abuse, rape, molest, or also involved with other criminal activities, and they hiding what's really going on. So they got behind their back what's really going on and showing